Welcome to Studio 58A Live at the Jamaica Information Service, our discussion program coming to you live on Facebook. I'm your host, Vaughn Davis. Thank you to everyone joining us online wherever you are. We really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for your eyes. And like how we have your attention, do us a favor now. Share this video with a friend or 2 or 5,000 so we can have a very lively discussion. And as you watch, remember to send in your questions and your comments so we can put them to our guests. Now, if you had a job before the COVID-19 pandemic hit, and you have not had your salary cut or your job eliminated completely, consider yourselves lucky. Many persons have not been so fortunate and now have to be trying to figure out ways to supplement their income. On the flip side, some of us need to find extra sources of income despite still having our jobs because COVID isn't exactly making things easier. Either way, we are here today to provide a possible solution for you. We're sharing a path to learn marketable skills you can use to create income streams, and that path leads to the School of Continuing Education and Allied Programs at the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts. Here with us today to share details about this school are Marketing and Communications Director at the college, Colleen Douglas, and we also have Leighton Jones, Director of the School of Continuing Studies, Continuing Education and Allied Programs. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, great. Great to have you both. Like I said, we know things are a little bit different in this new normal, this new dispensation. So I'm sure everybody can appreciate the need to make themselves more marketable and have more skills so that they can go forward and, create some new streams of revenue or just, create a stream because, some persons don't have any at the moment. So, but I'm going to ask both of you. Well, I'm going to start with Leighton. Give me an overview of what's on offer at the School of Continuing Education and Allied Programs. I'm going to get that right. It is a mouthful, but I'm going to get it right before the interview is done. All right. So go ahead. Talk to us about the school and what it offers.
All right. Thanks for having us. So the School of Continuing Education and Allied Programs at the Edna Manley College, under its theme, Creative Education, Flexible Access, has a number of short courses on offer to about anyone. In our leisure programs, we have courses in visual arts. You're talking about photography, the introduction and the intermediate. You're talking about ceramics. You're talking about animation. We're talking about metal jewelry making, interior decorating, interior design, all of that for the adults. We have acting and directing, stage lighting. We have acting 1 and 2. We have voice and speech. We have a myriad of courses just set for the adults who are interested in exploring any of these areas. If you are into music, then we have for you all of the instrumentation lessons along with music theory that we have on offer for you. So if you're interested in the piano, the drum set, the bass guitar, the rhythm guitar, the lead guitar, the violin, the saxophone, we have the best teachers here to help you for the area that you are interested in. Of course, if you're into arts management and you want to learn about artist management, you want to get into the legal practices, you want to get into HR and arts management, you want to get into project design, project management, then we have all of those courses for you right here at the Edna Manley. And that is just in what we call our leisure programs. That's for the adults. We have for our children as well, all of the areas of the arts. We have ballet. We're the only institution in Jamaica that offers Chiketi ballet. And of course, our students are certified. And every 2 years, the examiners come down and they examine our students and we get 100% pass each year. They do modern and folk on a Saturday. We have general musicianship and instrumentation for our children from ages 3 right up to 17. So whatever the area they're interested in visual arts, we have arts and craft for our children. In drama, we have theater workshop. And this is just the leisure programs that we have here on offer. So if you really want everything, it's going to take you a little time, but we can run over to the certificate offerings. And all of the offerings in the leisure program are 1 semester long. And so they run from September to December or from January to May. Very short courses. So we have courses that run for a year or for 2 years. We have our fundamentals of music literacy and performance program offered through the School of Music, certificate in the fundamentals of dance technique. If you want that to run for a year as well, depending on what you want, we have that on offer for you.
Wow, yeah, that was an extreme mouthful. I don't think we could have picked up all the things. We're gonna have to slow it down and go back over some of those, go back over some of them. It sounds like you have a real wide variety of courses available to students who are persons who are generally interested. Now, I
Yes, we
guess
do.
before let me bring in Colleen. I want to talk to Colleen a little bit. Now, Colleen, talk to me about um why should I or a person over there consider Edna Manley over many of these other colleges out there that might be, persons by other colleges make available these different types of courses. Why should I choose Edna Manley to come and really invest myself in?
I mean, outside of the fact that we're the best in the Caribbean, best in the English speaking Caribbean, perhaps the one and only of its
All right,
kind in
like,
the
we're gonna
English
assume
speaking
yes.
Caribbean.
Outside
Outside
of
of
that
that
fact, clear.
fact,
Outside
it
of that,
is
the obvious fact.
it is that we're also a specialized college. We offer specialized type of training. So training individual, and I was serious when I said the training individual and performing arts. We are the only one that's offering that in the Caribbean. I do know that others try to do similar, but you're gonna and they do. I appreciate it because they use our graduates to teach in the other institutions who may be offering. But I think it's the only place you will come to get all of the art forms in one space. When the college moved in 1976 to the current location of 1 Arthur Wayne Drive, it was a philosophical move. It was a deliberate move to have all of the art forms, the free performing arts of music, dance, drama, combined with the School of Visual Arts to one location so that what artists do is to collaborate. Leighton is an artist, even though he not look like one, he's a fabulous singer, tries to dance, but it doesn't work. But
Yeah.
the idea of collaborating with artists in different types of fields is really what makes Edna special. We also have a School of Arts Management that offers training in arts management business. So there is a business side of the arts that happens at Edna. All of the programs I'm mentioning are offered full time on a 4 year basis. But as Leighton mentioned, we're speaking specifically about the short courses that you can access in these times. So you're choosing Edna because you are being exposed to the Caribbean's best lecturers and faculty in any of the field. From School of Music, where you have practitioners in music, Michael Sean Harris, Ibo Cooper, Ruth Brownie, Andre, all of those people are actually active musicians. School of Drama, we have active people in theater, technical theater as well. We have a fabulous lecturer from Nigeria who is doing technical theater now, one of the world's best, and you will be exposed to that in arts management. In as much as Blacker is a comedian, he lectures in arts management as well, but
Mhm.
also teaches the acting one and two, I believe, over by the School of Continuing Education and allied programs. Anybody who is anybody in the visual arts world has been exposed to the Edna Manley College and have been exposed to the best artists that you can imagine in the Caribbean. So, in short, that's really why you come to a Edna Manley College, coupled with the fact that it's affordable, very accessible,
That's interesting
even.
because online, that's the first question I'm seeing online. Thank you to Leota McDonald who's tuning in and she's asking the question. That's the question. Are these training courses affordable? That's the number one question anybody would want to ask before they even consider signing up for an application, right?
They're very
They're
affordable.
extremely.
When
They
I
are
when I come
extremely.
and I do things by comparison. So when I look, and I'm a UA graduate, so I mention UA all the time because I'm permitted to as an alum. I will
Mm.
look at a course that I want. Let's say I'm interested in Rastafari studies. I look on the course and I look at what they offer it for, and it's at minimum 400 US dollars for a course. You go and sit and just write or listen to a lecturer, and albeit they have touch experiences, you're getting practical. It's in the case of music, Leighton could speak better to it. You do practical as well as theory based courses for very, very affordable fees. Um, when you compare us to people who are doing it privately, it's not even comparable. You're getting less than a third of what you would have to pay for private lessons for these. You're also getting quality dance studio. If you come to the School of Dance, you're getting an excellent dance studio. Floors are perfect. the room in terms of lighting and mirroring to see yourself. So you get
Ours.
more than what you pay for, to be frank with you. So they're very affordable. I don't know if Leighton wants to share cost for
Yes,
some of the
Leighton, please tell me.
programs.
Yeah, we know that Colleen is our
But
marketer, so she's gonna tell us everything we want
no,
to hear.
but
Leighton,
my
tell us
daughter
the
does
truth.
ballet at Edna, so I can attest she does ballet online every
But
Monday.
you
Look
work,
at it.
but
Okay,
you
so
work
let me
here. I mean, maybe you're a little biased, Colleen. I'm just
well,
saying.
okay,
So
so let me
you
share
might
with you,
have
and
I'm
you
very
different,
can
biased.
yeah.
I
Mm,
can share with you, Vaughn, and then you can make the determination. You're going
sure.
to be doing photography, for instance. The introductory level to photography is 45 hours. It runs for 15 weeks. You're talking of only $35,000 for that course.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
Try anywhere else. No, you're talking about our juniors doing ballet, and the ballet is $15,000 for the semester. That runs from
The
September to
entire
November.
semester.
So when I
Mhm.
say to you it's affordable, we are not saying it because it's something that people say all the time. We're saying it because it is true.
All right. So you say it's affordable. So Leota, if anybody you know, you can tell them to come on down to Edna. They say it's very affordable. And based on what they're saying, I mean, it sounds pretty good. The level, and talk to me about the level of instruction in terms of the intensive treatment that the students will get. Because it's one thing to offer the course, It's another thing to go in there and make sure that it's a course that is that is credible. And when you finish it, you'll be like, yes, man, I really learned something and I feel like I can take myself and go take it to the next level after this? What's the level of instruction like when you get there?
Well, our courses are accredited by the UCJ. We also have our own quality assurance systems in place at the institution to ensure to ensure that each of the courses is as robust as it should be to ensure the quality that is exuded. You're talking about pulling on the strengths of artists right around in the country, not just our lecturers being a part of our quality assurance teams, but outside artists as well who sit on what we call our boards of studies, and also, just to help to look through to ensure that what we are putting out there represents the standard. Of course, you
All
are
right.
expecting, as Colleen said, those lecturers who are also trained and are practitioners themselves.
The program is intense. And I'm saying it because whatever I give my children is because I trust the quality. My children
Mm-hmm.
are the most important thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I watch what Kenya does on a Monday, albeit in my living room or sometimes outside, what she's getting and what I'm paying is far, far more than I pay for. So it's quality program. And the truth is that we have had to make our programs affordable because it doesn't make sense we market something to a population that can't afford it. So we're very mindful of the times as well. So most people will notice there were no increases going into this year, again, being mindful of the COVID-19 pandemic and what it
Mm-hmm.
may have done to people's financial stability. And so the programs are created in a way that you are able to afford it. And they will tell you he's nice most of the time. So if you want to do a payment plan, nowadays we talk about installment education, it's a real factor. And so those things are taken into consideration when you're signing up for our programs at the college. So so when we say that it's affordable, when we say that it's accessible, it is because it's affordable and accessible. And for those you mentioned at the top, Vaughn, who are really doing it because they want to upskill or
Mm-hmm.
upgrade their career,
Mm-hmm.
it's an
Mm-hmm.
investment. Education and your home are your two biggest investments you'll ever make in life. And
Absolutely.
so, the principle of lifelong learning, it's an investment that's worth it.
Now, you mentioned, well, let me just go to something that Leota is saying. Unfortunately, it seems like she's not hearing Leighton so well. Hopefully that fixes. I think that just might be an internet thing. Hopefully it addresses itself sooner. I mean, hopefully we can try to see what we can do on our end, but, maybe we're not miracle workers, right? But still, no, she was asking if what about payment plans? She was, I mean, as ever, yeah, as Jamaican people, you know how we do it. We try to get a lot of value out of situation. So I guess, do you do payment plans? Leota is asking for an interest. We're asking for our friend, our good friend Leota.
That's quite fine. Like Colleen says, we do payment plans. Our motto is creative education, flexible access, and flexible in the sense that even in their payments, And so the first thing we say is our short courses in the leisure offerings are usually just about $35,000 for a 3 credit course. And so our first thing we say to our students is all we ask you to do is to pay half of the amount to start and then a half of the amount at the end of the first month of the course. And then also there are students who will say to us, we are unable to pay the other half at that time. So we ask them, okay, so share with us based on what your situation is, how you are able to pay it, and we usually facilitate. And so that's what we talk about flexibility. That we sit and we talk it through and we work it out.
All right. Now, Colleen mentioned something really interesting a while ago. She talked about her kids being taking advantage of these courses. So it begs the question of, it seems that there are a wide range of ages. So it doesn't necessarily feel like, oh, well, this applies to me at this age or, me and my child. So it seems that your courses apply to various ages. Talk to me about that and the different age ranges that you cater to with these different programs.
For Junior Academy in the leisure program, those children, we take children from as low as age 3, and that takes you right up to age 17. And so, those are courses in dance, in music, in drama, and also in the visual arts. We have animation for teens because that's where all our teens are going now. We have computer graphics as well. And so we have all of those courses. They go into photography. We have our fantastic summer program, where we have 800 children between ages 3 and 17 who are here in the summer exploring all areas of the art.
Right. So, and another thing you mentioned is that Colleen said she's watching her daughter in her living room. So distance and remote, that seems to be the situation here. Person can take advantage of the programs remotely, through distance education, right?
And we have been exploring that option for a little while now, and we were trying to fine tune and to make it happen. And COVID just pushed us a little faster there. And so right now we have children who were in Manchester who wanted to come into studios to take ballet, but our ballet offerings are on a Monday and a Wednesday, and they really couldn't make it. But now they are in all our classes. And so what we have been able to do is to really offer it openly. So we make arrangements as may become necessary, but you can be wherever you are and take our classes. We have our adult dance classes that happen in the evening. And just recently, as we were posting, somebody called in from Canada to say they want to take our folk classes from where they are. And so that's the idea. And so we're even going further and trying to make sure that all our courses are accessible.
All right. Next thing I want to talk to you about is requirements. What requirements for entry? What do I need to have or do or present in order to be able to access these various programs?
So for continuing education, the leisure programs, all you need is the interest in the area. And so and then of course you'll be told the tools that you may need. So if you're doing photography, then of course you'll be advised of the camera that you'll need for that. Ceramics, you'll be advised of the tools you need, but then also we have clear available at the college. So it's right there. You'll have all the wheels, you have access to all the tools that are there. So what you will need to sign up is just, you not need to be interested in learning, and then that's all you need to sign up and you're good to go.
And just those leisure programs, or what about maybe some of the other more technical ones? Well,
when you're going now to the certificate offerings,
right.
So for the certificate offerings for the fundamentals of music literacy and performance, which is a year long, and the certificate in fundamentals of dance technique, and or 30/60 studio credit certificates in School of Visual Arts, you come in for an audition. And of course, this is a certificate. This is your first level certification in your practice. And so of course you come in, you meet with the deans and the directors of the school, and you go through an audition or an interview or a drawing exam as may be necessary. And then from there, they will be able to identify your level, your skill level, and then we'll be able to put you in accordingly for those courses.
And I should add to Leighton that the persons who are doing the certificate programs can also transfer into the regular degree programs. The regular degree programs, of course, you need a minimum of 5 CSEC or its equivalent subjects, inclusive of English, to enter the college. But at least when you do the certificate program, that's your way in. You would have done an audition already or present a portfolio for visual arts, because portfolios are accepted for visual arts. You have to bring that in. And for the performing arts schools, you have to do an audition. And we generally give you the the prescription for what you should do for even during the online service that we're now forced to offer for
Mhm.
those auditions.
All right, so great. So I want to go back to the beginning and Leighton, I want to ask you to slow it down a little bit this time. Talk to us again. Let persons know what are the various courses that persons can come to Edna and take advantage of in their School of Continuing Education and Allied programs.
And I'm going
All
to
right.
nudge Leighton to do the junior programs first so that we
Okay.
understand the 4 to 18 and then move to the adult ones.
All right,
All
you're
right.
ready.
Slowly.
So for our junior department and the leisure programs, we accept children between the ages 3 and 17 years. And of course, you're offering in dance, there's ballet, Piketty form, there is creative folk and modern. In music, there is musicianship, general musicianship for our children, and also instrumentation, whichever instrument, along with theory. In drama, we have the junior theater workshop, and this is where we expose the children to all the elements of drama from young age growing up. And in visual arts, we have art and crafts for the younger set. We go right up to age 12 in arts and craft, and then the teens who are interested in animation, then we have a course that's specifically designed for them, and also computer graphics. So those are the offerings basically for our juniors in the leisure program. For the
Mhm.
adult program, in the leisure offering, we have courses across all 5 schools. In visual arts, you're talking about photography, computer graphics, ceramics. We're talking about interior decorating, interior design, metal jewelry making, uh, animation as well. And then in the School of Dance, we have our dance program for our adults where we offer modern and folk and a circuit class and dance hall. In the School of Drama, we have acting, we have voice and speech, we have directing, we have stage management, we have stage lighting and makeup. And in the arts management, there's project management, events management, fundamentals of events management and planning. There is artist management, legal practices, quite an array. And that kind of sums up the leisure offerings. We
Mhm.
mentioned for those who may want to take a certificate, which will run for just about a year or two, depending on the program they would have selected. We have the fundamentals of music literacy and performance. We have the certificate in fundamentals of dance technique. We have our 30-60 studio credits in visual art. And these are for those persons who may be interested in photography and want to do a certificate in photography. Then, of course, then a 30 credit may be suited for them, or a 60, and it's really studio based. So it's not filled with theory. So theory for that individual. For those practitioners out there, this is a practical studio course for you. And of course, we're introducing from January our technical theater certificate. And this year we're looking at lighting for stage, stage management, and stage makeup. And Colleen made mention of our new lecturer from Nigeria who is fantastic in that area. And so that is where we're offering. We also have on offer, re-offer this year our postgraduate diploma in arts education. This is for the
Yay!
individual.
Mhm.
She's a graduate, so she gets excited.
No problem.
Um,
She's the best
he,
ambassador.
she is. So for the individual who has a fine arts degree, uh, and has been working in the arts, or has a degree in whatever area and has been working in the arts for years and is interested in teaching in the arts, then this postgraduate is specifically for the arts. And so it's strictly online. It is our first strictly online program, meaning even our practicum experience is done online. And this, of course, we have our lecturers from around the world, and so we're in tandem with the Ohio State University in the delivering of this program. And we have for access for credit. So those students who desire to get into the full-time program, but they have not matriculated fully in terms of having all of their CSET subjects, they want to take some CSET courses to get the 5. Then what we do, if they would have done their auditions and their quality of practice is of such that we could take them in, then we allow them to take 11 credits of their first year while they are preparing for their CSEC. And then guess what? They don't have to do CSEC anywhere else. We have now started to offer CSEC and CAPE right here on campus. So the full sum experience is right here for them. We have what we call our corporate art support program. This is where we are saying to the corporate entities, you don't have to do all the things you do for your events. Allow us to do it for you. We have our arts management students that can plan that program for you in the best way possible. You're talking about event, you want entertainment for your events, give our students an opportunity. So we crafted to say, give our students an opportunity to practice while they study, so that while they're working out there for you, are able to contribute to their fees as well. And so any corporate entity, we're saying, make contact with the School of Continuing Education. We will put a program together for you. You just tell us what you need. We're able to help you in that regard. And we have our students
that one I want you to don't you went too fast over that one there. Well, that one sounds
Okay.
really fantastic, man. Talk to me. Let's back up a little bit and where you say that persons who you can help them if corporate entities want to put on an event. And I guess I guess fulfill some corporate social responsibility activities as well. You will work with them to help the students to they'll work and help to pay off some of their fees.
All right. So what we do is this.
Start over so I don't make a mistake. Go ahead.
So let me share that for you. So our corporate art support program is this. So we write to the corporate entities, you're having an event, you're putting on an event. Don't plan it for yourself. Allow us to plan it for you. And so when you meet with us, we pull the students together, we sit, we allow them to put their plans up, because this is what they're trained to do. And so we take them down and we take your event from the plan you have to the execution. If it means that you're looking at an event and you want an entertainment package for an hour, you just contact us. We will put that program together. We will send it to you. Students will do that in the fullness. And when I say corporate responsibility, in the sense that you are helping our students to practice their art while working for you, and then whatever we pay to them, whatever you pay them to do, that is contributed towards their tuition.
That sounds fantastic. That's really commendable.
I'm telling you, our sister campuses have used us. The Ministry of Education has used us. UWI has used us. We've traveled all the way down to Montego Bay, to the airport, all around. A number of entities, ministries have given our students an opportunity to practice while it is that they pay their way.
That's fantastic. You were saying, Colleen?
No, I was just saying I am always excited to share that and say to the public, do not call to say, hi, Miss Douglas, we want to give them exposure. We want the students to be paid. So as much as you can contribute, we encourage you to do so. And it doesn't mean that we don't do charity. What we are saying is that as artists, they also need to earn. So whilst exposure is good, we want them to appreciate that we value the investment they make in their education and training. And so we pay them for it with real money.
I would say
because it gives them, if I may, it gives them good practice before they get out there in the world. And so while their teachers are teaching them here, what we do is, so if GIS calls us and says to us, we have this event and we like XYZ, so we sit with them and we say, this is what GIS wants. GIS is looking at an audience of 200 people. They're looking at the age ranges of XYZ. And so let's put a program together so that we can go back to GIS with, and they plan that program. And it's teaching them that when they leave here and they go out and they're contacted for an event, how is it that they should, plan here and operate in order to make the thing happen. And so it's a really wonderful experience.
All right, I would urge every corporate entity out there to take advantage of it, because it sounds really fantastic. You're getting a good event, plus you're helping to send some children to college, which is outstanding.
I was about to say that it is more than just getting the support from us, but also consciously supporting the arts. I think now more than ever, everyone's relying on the artist community. Whether it's your music, whether it's for art, whatever it is, just to get you out of. So it's a good time. I remember South Africa did something some years ago, which I always say we should try in Jamaica, where every corporate entity was encouraged to buy a local painting, for instance, just a local artwork to put in their office to show that they support the arts.
Fantastic. Wonderful. I mean, I'm gonna that's something that's worth sticking up in, and we could talk about it some more. But I'd like to go back again because even as much as we talk about all the different offerings, I like to repetition is the key to learning. So let's
so
talk
that we
again
can
about
restate.
the affordability of these programs because persons may have just logged on and they heard all the fantastic things that you have on offer at Edna, but can I afford it? Colleen, Leighton, can I afford this? Let persons know that they
You can
can.
afford it. The prices are market rate and lower than market rate. Let's just say that. So it is very affordable. If you look anywhere in the world, if you look anywhere in Jamaica where you're going for private music lessons, private acting lessons, when you compare us, it's less than a third. It's really affordable. Um, and it's also that you also have access to a space where artists are performing and are able to share with you their own craft, and you can collaborate and network with them. So it is affordable. Um, and I always say to people, you get what you paid for. So if it is that you think it's not affordable, you're not
Mm,
going to find the kind of quality anywhere else that's lower than what we are. I dare say it with really competitive rates, especially the corporate art support program that Leighton just mentioned. When you compare market rates with what we offer good quality talent for, it's incomparable. I know you may be kind of nudging to wrap up, so I just want to share our contact details. You
mm.
may call the college if you're into traditional means of communication at 876-619-3362. That's 876-619 Edna for short. Our website is amc.edu.jm. We're on social media, IG and Facebook as Edna Manley College, and on Instagram, we're EMC underscore Jamaica. So you can follow us and find out what is happening, find out what's new. Leighton can talk to you before we go about how we showcase our performances. One of the unique things about the college, even for the summer program, is that you don't just do practice, but you also get an opportunity to showcase your work. No matter how short the program is, there is an opportunity to showcase your work at the end of the semester. So I would ask Yvonne to just allow Leighton to share with you our end of semester showcase for our current cohort. Um, After I mentioned the fact that you can actually now sign up for programs to start in January.
All right,
It's a
that's where I'm gonna.
perfect time to give Christmas gifts. So give the
Mm.
gift of an art education that's affordable, flexible, and accessible. Um, give a couple. Lately, remember we used to do ballroom dancing. So give
Yeah.
a couple ceramics after dark. Give a child some
You know
ballet
what
classes.
was I understand the ceramics, but the after dark part kind
After
of throws
that,
me off
just
a little
sexy.
bit.
You remember that movie
Okay.
where Whoopi
That
Goldberg
movie
in it,
Ghost
have
where
the ghost?
the go
Yes, it's as sexy as that.
okay.
It
All
hot.
right. All right. Well, this is why I love having marketing people on as well. You help me host the show. I really love that. Thank you so much. You're helping me host the show, making my job so much easier. I appreciate that. All right, Leighton, we're gonna talk to us about as the end of semester showcase once again, and yeah, we're gonna go back over some of the other things. But talk to us about that.
So our full-time students at the end of their years of study they have to showcase their work in a performance. And so for those who come for the short courses, they're no different. And so while it is that they have not practiced for years, we give them an opportunity to have an exhibition, a performance accordingly. And so for COVID, well, during this COVID period, actually, what we do is we do an online exhibition and showcase. And so in December last, we were able to showcase the acting pieces because they're adjudicated at that time, they're recorded, and we put them together. And then we have an online showcase and people can see them for an entire weekend. So on December 22 and 23 will be the end of semester showcase, the virtual edition for this year. You're going to see some fantastic pieces from interior decorating and interior design. We have people who took interior design, decorating last semester and left. Well, COVID didn't uh, allow them to lose their jobs. They left their jobs and started out full-fledged in interior decorating. We have 2 of them right then and there who have done that. And so you will be able to see how we managed through with COVID, how it is. So people, those who are hesitant about, I don't want to take the arts online and XYZ, we understand that. And so guess what? We're going to show you how it is that we have been able to manage and how it is that the students have been able to enjoy and be engaged just the same, and also present wonderful works at the end. So you will see that on our virtual exhibition, which Colleen, through our various platforms, will advertise, and you all can join and see.
All right.
Yeah,
So
Jess could probably partner with me so I get additional audiences. You know, we could share with you, or you
we
share
can
it.
talk about these are the
That I'm
things that
sharing
we
the
talk
stream
here.
on my platform.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Hey, it's partnership. Partnership, teamwork makes the dream work, right, Colleen?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm glad that both of you are able to come on. I especially enjoy providing information that helps persons to tap into their potential. And, especially I believe in something called the right information at the right time. So this may very well be the right information at the right time for somebody who's contemplating their next move, whether it be to create a new income stream or to create a income stream because the one that they had previously went. You know what I mean? And this might just be a person looking to make a transition in their life because they want a new challenge or they want something different to focus their energy on. And I think the range of courses offered through Edna Manley offers a wide variety of things to try their hand at. So I believe that once I didn't even, I see Pilar, when I was looking there, I said Pilates, like the one that she mentioned, ceramics after dark, photography, something as official as project management and event planning and so on, to something to less, more artistic and more, I suppose, more, pleasure, as you said, leisure kind of programs like your ceramics and your music and so many others. I can definitely say that the course offerings that you have is many and varied. It's very interesting. I mean, I almost want to know how you arrived at all these different offerings because they seem so wide ranging. You know what I mean? What made you focus on these particular ones individually?
Well, each dean and director worked assiduously at assessing the landscape, because they also are aware, here we are aware that everybody will not come here to do a degree in the arts. And so they were able to look at the landscape, look at what was happening out there, look at the trends. They were able to say, these are courses that people seem to be interested in. And there are people who just keep calling and asking about certain things. And so these are courses that are on offer in our full-time programs that our deans and directors have been able to pull out and offer them as short courses.
All right, fantastic. I think we've covered everything. I want to just ask Colleen once more, just to let persons know how they can get in touch with Edna Manley so that they can sign up or get more information and so on and so forth.
Okay, it's very easy. Our website, amc.edu.jm, our accessible phone number, 619, that's 876-619-3362. Or those who remember the letters better, 876-619-EDNA. We're also on IG, on Facebook as Edna Manley College, and on Twitter as AMC_Jamaica. So those are the ways you can contact us. You can even WhatsApp Leighton. I won't tell you what his number is, but he will share it.
Go ahead.
All right, so we ask you also to email Continuing Ed. You can, if you want any questions at all, you want to just get, we can just send you the application forms. The application forms are also on our website. So you can just go onto the website. All the courses and offerings that we spoke about are on our website. So once you click on Continuing Ed, you will see all that we have on offer, and then you can just download an application form, or payment options are there. You can just download that. We do online, so you don't have to come into the office at all. So you just need to send us an email at continuinged at continuinged@emc.edu.jm. And when you call the line that Colleen gave you, 619 Edna, you can just reach out to extension 2040 2041 2042, or you can send me a WhatsApp at 477 4045. 477 4045.
Last thing I'm going to do before I move to wrap is just to I'm going to ask both of you, just, well, I suppose either one of you can take this, just to reinforce that the courses are available and accessible to all ages. You don't have to feel like because it's a college and you never you never finish whichever school, or you're not so confident in your academic ability that you can't come. Let persons know that Edna is welcoming them, and if they really want to, all they need is an interest, as Leighton said, and they can come to the college and take advantage of the courses.
Go ahead, Cole.
Um, I think we've said it. I think we've said that the Edna Manley College remains the first and only one of its kind in the English-speaking Caribbean. When you come to the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts, you are being exposed to the highest quality education in the visual and performing arts in the Caribbean. Our mission is really to enrich the aesthetic quality of arts across the Caribbean, and we live that through offering programs that are world class with faculty who are practitioners in their field and respected internationally. We offer the programs to young people as young as 4 to as old as you want yourself to be. All of them are affordable. Right now, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we've sort of shifted online for most things, but we still encourage you to do it. Get your family in. The dance hall classes, good exercises on a Friday evening. Was it Friday? Tell me about dance hall. So I get the emails, and yeah, I don't dance very well, so I don't try. But yes, I would say that all the programs that we have are good for you to take on. It is because I do think, Vaughn, that I should say, and I always say, that the arts are what makes us most human. I think art generally is responsible for that empathy that we get as human beings. And to study arts is really to tap into that side of you that want to make a difference in the world and difference in your own life and difference in other people's life. I don't remember the question you asked me because I just
want to add. So is that you're concerned that, okay, fine, I don't have the 5 C's to come and to do the degree, and
through not bright enough or something like that. Or
and they're not bright enough.
Bright enough, not bright enough to come on a college.
Oh no. Through the School of Continuing Education, we meet you at your need, we talk with you, we sort it out with you. We've created our CSEC and our Access for Credit to let you know that, okay, fine, we will take our time with you. Our CSEC courses, we try to ensure that our classes are no larger than 10. And we have to handpick the teachers we use, and they are fantastic because we do understand someone who would have failed a subject before comes in twice as fearful to do it. And so we try to ensure that they have the one-on-one experience with our teachers. And for the second year, we have boasted almost 100% passes in all the courses that our students take. And so we take time with them, and we have the real serious conversations with them and their parents about how we can make it through together. So we really try to ensure that wherever you are in your life, we're able to help you through, to help you to reach your goal in the arts.
And one last thing before you run us off, I think we're over time, don't it? Is for people living in the diaspora who kind of want to connect or have your children connect with Jamaican culture, sign them up for folk classes, sign them up for any of the programs in visual arts, because one, they're being given a Caribbean education. They're going to be exposed to classmates who are living in the Caribbean. And I think it's important for them to sort of connect with their culture that way. So even if you're not in Jamaica, now is the right time. We've learned at Edna that there is no going back to just doing in-person lessons anymore. Online is here to stay for forever, for until another technology comes that sweeps us away and we shift to that. But for as long as this platform is available, the courses are going to be made available so that everyone, anywhere you are, anytime, you have access to the programs.
Fantastic. I would just reinforce everything that you guys have said. If you're looking for an opportunity to activate your potential, try a new challenge, learn a new skill, just learn something new, even to just challenge yourself and, see what else, what other thing you could be passionate about, what other creative outlet you could be pursuing. Edna Manley is a great place to go and find out. So if you're interested in some of these courses, anything else, you can hit them up. Visit emc.edu.jm and see what's going on their website. All the different courses are listed there. You can call them at 619-3362 add the 876 in front of that, call them and you'll get all the information you need. All right, so it's over to you now, members of the public. Take advantage of this opportunity, right? All right. Now, it's time for us to wrap. Thanks to everyone who tuned into our discussion, especially those of you who sent in your questions and your comments, especially you, Leota. Thank you so much. You seem to be the one who was willing to step up this time. Appreciate that. All right. And if you have a question, not to worry, you can still type them in the comments. So you'll be able to put them through to Colleen or to Leighton so that you can get any additional information that you might need. Now, remember, our audience plays a major part in our show. So if there's anyone in particular you'd like us to have in studio, let us know. And we'll try to have that person in studio as soon as possible. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram at Jamaica Information Service. We do this every week, live on Facebook. I've been your host, Vaughn Davis, and this has been Studio 58A Live. Thank you very much for your attention, and please have a wonderful day. Take care.